Clearly, he had him fooled.
This is J.J. Bleday. Ball one on a pitch inside. Two out, space is empty.
Two and oh.
Inside, just missed. Off the outside edge, ball four.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. And it stays fair.
Make the play, get it in.
Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a two-out double, second and third now.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up two bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
So 2 on with 2 away. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Bleday, the runner at third. Langoliers at second with 2 gone. Hard hit left side. Henderson over to first in time. And that is the inning. A's strand a couple. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound in this one, Luis Severino. What's the scouting report on him?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Here's Adley Rutschman. And that's through there for a strike. And now the count is even. 1 out, base is empty. Late swing, foul to the left. A little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one the other way, and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next one misses, and it's 3-2. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he went around.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Hit in the air out to center field. Lede brings it in for the 3rd out. We played an inning, no score. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Eflin back to work. Geloff, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2021.
Let's go, Zach.
And the righty deals. And strike 2.
0-2.
That one way outside. Now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Kowser calls it in, and there's one away. Now the left fielder, Seth Brown. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball.
No score here in the second.
Let's go, Baltimore.
Just off the outside corner. And that is ball 1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Batting 8, third
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Luis Urias. Off the mark there. 1-0.
1-0.
2 outs. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit.
Batting 9th, shortstop, number 5.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
Let's go, Orioles. Come on, Orioles. You can do it. Come on.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Brown sizing this one up, makes the grab, one away.
Batting fifth, left fielder.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
O'Neill.
There's a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser.
Let's go, milkman.
Fastball for a strike.
Come on, Colton.
Fouled off to the right. Line drive and a base hit. And that holds the lead runner. Now men at first and second.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
2 on, 1 out. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Need a base hit here.
2 on, 1 out.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Severino. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Batting eighth.
And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westberg.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And a count 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. And there's a ball. That one misses, and it's 3-2. Jackson Holiday in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering upstairs.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. That's down and in.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Lede on the move. Makes the grab. That is the inning. They leave them loaded. We head on now to the top of the third. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Lawrence Butler. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
0-1's the count.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next pitch is outside.
Inside, ball 2.
That one missing inside. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Rooker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Ball 1 there. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike him out.
That one just misses the outside corner. And the count is 2-2. Up and in, and now it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
1 down. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. He reached on a walk his first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball to the right side. Throws to Henderson. Back to first, and it's over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Now batting, catcher Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Doubled his first time. Very high with that one. And it's 1-0. Top of the third, no score. And another ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Mullins makes the play, and that is that. The A's strand 1. Still no score. Back now at Oriole Park as we go to the last of the third. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Inside, just missed.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that's down and away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Adley Rutschman getting ready to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Right through there for a strike. In the air on the infield, Geloff brings it in, and there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Fly to center his first time.
All right, Ryan, let's go.
Line drive, caught.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
And now Ryan Mountcastle. Fly to left his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Brown under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. One left for the Orioles. And we are still scoreless. Back here in Baltimore. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. That's inside. Swings through that one for strike 1.
2-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Zach Geller, the next to hit, flied to right his first time. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Cowser in position, pulls it down, and there's two gone.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Brown stands in now and watches strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one just misses, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
That's a little bit low. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. This one in the air, right field. Holiday makes the grab on the run. Nothing doing there for the A's, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom of the 4th. Now here is Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
Hit in the air, center field. Lede moving under it. Nabs it. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder.
And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Let's go, Orioles!
Yeah, that's fouled off. Severino kicks, deals. Breaking ball misses down and away. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
All right, Orioles!
Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. He did not go around. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
2 down, nobody on. Center field. Lede makes the grab, and that'll do it. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Luis Urias.
Do it, Baltimore! Go, Orioles!
Eflin back to work. There's a strike. Urias, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Go ahead run on base. Jacob Wilson digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. The shortstop takes a ball. Urias on at first, nobody out. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the next pitch is way outside. And a curve misses outside.
Oh, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
And that one clips the corner.
We got a full count.
Strike him out.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. And now it's going to be Lawrence Butler. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Man at first, one away. And the sweeper misses for a ball.
Let's go, O's.
That one
Ball
missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2 count.
Strike him out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. He is struck out, and he is walked.
Let's go, Orioles. Orioles, let's go.
Here we go, Orioles.
And delivers
That
outside.
pitch is out.
Easy out now.
Just missed.
2-0.
And that misses. Ball 3. J.J. Bleday in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg. Blackbird.
And a strike in there.
You know, these Orioles need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
0-2 now. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Lede flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Holiday now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. There's a strike at the knees. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5.
Two balls, two strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So the batting order turns over. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one missing low. The 1-0.
Yeah.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
One ball.
Threw that
Two
fastball
strikes.
right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See,
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back now at Oriole Park, and now the center fielder, J.J. Blade.
For the Athletics, center fielder J.J. Blade.
Come on, Orioles.
That one fouled off.
Come on, Orioles.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Oh, set him down.
Here's the 0-2. That one
No, that
just
counts.
misses. Action in the pen down there. Andrew Kittredge up and throwing. Aiken, a left-hander, also throwing. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Got him swinging. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Up next.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 2. That pitch clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Next offering is outside. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And it is 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
2-2 count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And it remains 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him. Strikeout number 8.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Eflin will depart, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Gregory Soto.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Swing.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs.
Ball inside.
And that's
Yep, that ball
outside.
went out.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Let's go, Orioles!
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Orioles, go!
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that's low for ball 4.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Zach Geloff.
Go ahead, run on base. Geloff will hit next.
Let's go, Baltimore!
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Go, Baltimore!
Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Soderstrom off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Seth Brown up next for the A's. That pitch gets the corner. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Let's go, Baltimore!
2 on, 2 outs.
Ball, that's inside.
Let's go, Orioles! Come on, Orioles, you can do it!
That's
Nope,
off the
that's a
mark,
ball.
and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Smoked on the ground to second. That's the third out. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. No score. Well, we go bottom six. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. And a foul ball. And there's the strike. Next pitch is in the dirt. 1-2 to count. Upstairs. And misses inside. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one is absolutely belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but two runners in scoring position. So they'd love another base hit right here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Luis Severino is done, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Michel
A's.
Otañez takes over on the mound.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. Golden opportunity right here. In there, and it's 0-1. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth. There's the strike. Outside corner, got him looking.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
And now here is Tyler O'Neill.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Second and third, one away. Little chopper rolls foul. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Next one off the plate inside. The count now 2-2. Second and third here. One away.
Let's get something started here.
Misses off the inside. And now it's 3-2.
Make some contact.
And they're all loaded up.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Colton Cowser now at the plate.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one at triple digits.
1-1.
Come now, let's get the runs across.
And there's a ball.
Two.
Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
3-2 now. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit, and that one fouled off.
Bring 'em home, baby.
Get him home.
Let's bring 'em home now. Come on.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back. We're in the
Orioles.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Andrew
Number 39.
Kittredge.
Andrew.
Here's Luis Arias. He's 2 for 2.
Leading off for the A's, third baseman, Luis Urias.
Come on, Orioles.
Just
that's
missed.
Swing.
Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
At the plate, Jacob Wilson. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
All right, Orioles.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Foul ball there.
him out.
That one the other way. Holiday. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Lawrence Butler up next for the A's.
0 for 3 in this one.
That's in there. And that's strike 1.
Let's go, Orioles. I got a ball, 1 strike.
A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He sends one out the opposite way, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 down. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Just missed.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Foul ball. A's leading by a run. Next
Ball 2.
offering is down low.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
High in the air, out to right. Kowser settles underneath it, and that'll do it. So only 1 hit in the inning, the solo homer, and it puts him ahead. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the A's 1 and the Orioles nothing.
Now pitching for the
We're
A's.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Ferguson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading
Down
off
the
for
third
Orioles,
baseman, Jordan Westburg. He's 0 for 1.
Westburg.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him! Now 1 away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And the batter now, Jackson Holiday. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th.
Let's go, Orioles.
There's the strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. T.J. McFarland, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Leclerc also getting ready.
Let's go, O's.
And ball 1. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
First pitch just misses.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the go. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. This one lifted in the air, left field. And that is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Keegan Aiken.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Aiken, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That one lifted to left. O'Neill under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher.
So digging in, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 3. In for a strike, 0-1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Yennier Cano, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Dominguez getting cranked up as well. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging.
Now batting.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. And a breaking ball misses outside. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. And that just misses. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they still lead it 1-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Athletics.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Leclerc.
Jose Leclerc.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Ryan O'Hearn digs in now. Line drive, squeezes it, and there's one down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard, you understand the situation, you want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Mountcastle in the box now, takes strike one. Not even close there. 1-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 the count. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Tyler O'Neill in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Wait for your pitch now.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Out to center, Blade. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Up and in, and that is ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
One strike.
And now it's 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
That one 95 to finish him off. Orioles held in check there. They're down 1-0.
now pitching.
We're
for
back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yennier Cano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Towards first, O'Hearn.
Let's go.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder Seth Brown.
So up next, Seth Brown. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one hammered left field. This one's got a chance. That one hops against the fence. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
One out. Runner at second. Next up for the A's, Luis Urias. And that drops in for a strike. One-run game. The A's looking for some insurance. Next offering is fouled back. Hard hit. Knocks it down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, one out. Now, Jacob Wilson. First pitch misses. Breaking ball misses down and away.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one misses, and now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with one away. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. He's already homered here in this one. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Ball one there.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Strike him out.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Here comes the throw. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yennier Cano gives way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Sir Anthony Dominguez taking over on the mound.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Brent Rooker will hit next. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Wilson at third. Butler at second with 1 away. This one in the air. Holiday. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. And that's in there at the knees. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Cionel Perez is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Selby, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And downstairs. On the outside corner, got him looking. So 2 runs in the inning, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the A's 3 and the Orioles nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Mason Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Mason Miller.
So digging in, Colton Cowser.
Right fielder, Colton Cowser.
And a first offering, a fastball for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Miller, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's ripped to right down the line. And in one hops the wall. Throws to second. But he's in there easily.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. He saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
All 1's the count.
Fought off foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Man at second. Just misses with that one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And it's even up.
2 strikes.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. He'll score easily, and it's now a 2-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So up next, Jackson Holiday. That's a little bit low.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, man, you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Tying run at the plate. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The tying run at the plate. High fly ball out to left field. Brown has this one sized up. Drops into the glove. Out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gunnar.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Mason Miller out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
T.J. McFarland into the game.
48.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Orioles down to their final out. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's a strike. 2-1 now. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Now the catcher up to hit, Adley Rutschman. That catches the corner. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Line, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Such
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Athletics taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
And now,
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
your Baltimore Orioles.
Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Zach Eflin.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. And the batter now, Lawrence Butler.
Come on, Zach.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and we're underway here this afternoon.
Here we go, Orioles.
And there's the strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
That's foul.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he takes it himself for the out.
Oh, yeah!
Batting second.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Ripped, but it curls foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. 1 out, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. This is J.J. Bleday. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
One's the count.
Two out, space is empty. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Luis Severino.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
And there's a strike. The wind of the pitch. In the air to left down the line. And that will drop foul. The shortstop takes the ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Severino. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Here's Adley Rutschman. That's to third. Urias to first in time. Rutschman retired. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
2 down, base is empty. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Come on, Ryan, let's do this.
And he pumps it a strike. Right side, Geloff. Sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
And that skips in the dirt. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom of the 2nd. Now here is Ryan Mountcastle. Severino, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's way high, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Tapped softly on the ground. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd.
Batting 5th, left fielder, Tyler.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Pitch misses outside. And now it's even 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one outside, and the count is even 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And that one upstairs. And that's in the dirt.
No strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Ellie just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. So here's Brown at the plate.
Left fielder, Seth Brown.
Let's do it, Orioles.
Eflin back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
All one's the count.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Here's Luis Urias.
Let's get the easy two now. Let's go.
In there for strike one. Brown gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering misses down and away.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is downstairs. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, Orioles.
Ball 3.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First and second, no outs. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
First and second here, no outs.
Hey, double him up.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Grounded out his first time up. Liner, and this could be trouble. Brown headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Mullins whips it back in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
2 on, 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Strike 1.
0-1.
One down, runners at second and third. That to right. Cowser sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they lead by 2.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one fouled off. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that's downstairs. And a count 1-2.
That's a ball. Punch him out!
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. That's outside. Full count now. Shea Langoliers in the on-deck circle for the A's.
Punch him out!
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, catcher.
First and second, 2 outs. Langoliers, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he went around according to Clyde Washington. That one misses, and a count now even up. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second.
Sit him down!
That just misses. Full count, 3-2. Tyler Soderstrom next to bat for the A's. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So they're all loaded up.
Tyler Soderstrom getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
And that's a little bit high.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs. Bases are full. Swing and a miss struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Misses off the plate. And that's ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Let's go, Cedric.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Jordan Westberg stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Popped up.
Come on now, kid. Come on, kid.
Hauls it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday.
Come on, Jackson.
First pitch, not close.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game.
That misses the zone. Now 2-0. And that one a little bit high. Gunnar Henderson hoping for a chance he would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
And there's the automatic. And now it's filled up.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there. They're still down. It's 2-zip. Start of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Zach Geloff.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
You know, these Athletics doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Geloff checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. Singled and scored his first time. That's down and in.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That one a little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes. One down, base is empty. That clips the corner. Stays alive. Just off the outside part of the plate. This to third. On to O'Hearn. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. And now, Luis Urias. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
That
One
one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in Baltimore, here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. That's in there.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs, can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Let's go, Orioles!
And that one sliced foul. Next offering is fouled back.
You can do it, Baltimore!
Severino with another strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Orioles, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike. Moved to second, and he dives back in safely.
Hey now, Orioles, let's go!
This one in the dirt. Severino kick steals. Runner takes off for third. Throw, and they got him. And a 2-1 hammered but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground right side, and foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Now one missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the fifth. It's the A's 2 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jacob Wilson.
All right, Baltimore, let's go. Let's go, Baltimore.
Let's go, Orioles!
Right through there for a strike. Wilson, in his rookie season, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2023. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to the left.
Nope.
And
Foul
that's just foul. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Now batting. Right
So the
fielder,
lineup flips
Lawrence
over.
Butler.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
All right, Orioles, come on, let's go.
And there's a ball. And a foul ball. On the ground, right side.
Hey, get there!
Throws to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Two outs, base is empty. Stepping in the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 2 and the Orioles nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Ryan Mountcastle.
Mountcastle.
And that is out of play.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them
No
yet.
balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
O'Neill in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Brown going back. Out of here. An absolute smash to left. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. A's leading by a run. Swings through that one.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Next to hit, Cedric Mullins. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 outs.
Ball, that's off the plate.
In there. And so now 1-2. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Only 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer, and it's a 1-run game. 5 innings complete. It's the A's 2 and the Orioles 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Gregory Soto.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well, 1-run game. J.J. Bleday digs in now. He is struck out, and he is walked. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one for strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Dominguez also throwing. High fly ball out into left center field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's.
Come on, Orioles. Swing.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And downstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
Let's go, Orioles!
Hey!
Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Mullins makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the first base.
2 down, base is empty. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Oh, and he hit him.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
So a man aboard. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff.
0 for 2 in this one.
And the first offering is not close. And a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now the left fielder, Seth Brown, 1 for 2. Off the plate inside, and that is ball 1. Swings through that.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now at Oriole Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Jordan Westberg. Severino back to work.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Lifted in the air out to left. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Holiday batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
The shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. On the move, heading back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson preparing to come on if needed. Leclerc, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Severino throws to first. And he's back in on a dive. Two outs. Runner takes off on the ground right side. That's the third out. Inning over. And the Orioles leave one. They're down 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Yennier Cano.
Now pitching for the Orioles. Number 78. Yennier Cano.
Well, one-run game, and here is Luis Urias.
Orioles, let's go.
And that one upstairs, ball one. Cano, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Line to left. And he makes the catch. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting, number 5.
And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Here we go, Orioles.
That's off the mark. 1-0.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Hammered, base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Lawrence Butler now at the plate. And that's in for a strike. A 1 down. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Punch him out.
That one misses. Now 1-2.
The count.
And a good eye there.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Fly ball down the line. Cowser sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
And next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Come on, Orioles.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Wilson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-1.
Finish him.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. The A's strand one. They lead it 2-1. Bottom of the seventh, stepping in, Ryan O'Hearn.
Leading off for the Orioles, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Lede sizes this one up, and there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Ball one there. Swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
2 strikes.
Slice to right, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here comes the throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Luis Severino done for the afternoon. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. New pitcher on here, Tyler Ferguson.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base, so he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
So digging in, Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So the tying run at second just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One more. Let's go.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the seventh. This to third. Jump throw across his body. Boots it.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder,
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's a little bit low.
I got a ball, one strike.
Get a hit now.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That one misses. Now 2-2.
Let's get a piece.
Thank you.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Jordan Westberg in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Big hitter.
Smash down the left field line. And that's a fair ball. One runs in. O'Neill flies around third. He will score, and the Orioles take the lead. 3-2.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And now Jordan Westberg. Just missed.
Outside.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money picks.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Mullins headed home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done, drives in the run. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Tyler Ferguson will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
And
A's.
we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number
T.J. McFarland.
T.J. McFarland.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's in there for strike 1. And that's down and away. And he chases that one. Out number 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Now
Keegan
pitching for the
Aiken.
Orioles. Number 45. Keegan Aiken.
And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Hey now, Orioles, let's go.
And that's
That's
outside.
1-0.
Action in the pen down there. Felix Bautista, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 4-3.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch,
That's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Fouled off. He was late. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Punch him out.
Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a ball evens the count.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him! And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
And now Tyler Soderstrom. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Hey.
Just missed. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe. He beats it.
Up next for the A's, second baseman, Zach Gallo.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. 1 for 3. And that drops in for a strike. Soderstrom over at first with 1 away. Fouled off down the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.